Barakah Allah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Kakwadash. Salutations to the 1/3, the sealed elect, 144,000 saints, the elders, apostles, and the prophets of the house of David. Shalom. The title of this message is Bored Out of My Mind and Disgusted, Sitting Around Waiting on the World to Come to an End. See? I like disaster, y'all. I like to hear about big shit, man. Ain't nothing big happening right now, man. It's a whole lot of signs and clues, Seems like the head is tarrying, But this truth is bringing forth fruit. You see? Yesterday was just one of those days for me. Well, the bad day was very interesting. I got a visit from the two assholes again. I know it's y'all. Ain't y'all supposed to be on tour right now or some shit? So how you get over here in these weirdo outfits? Cause see, every time I get to really going ham on my ranch, y'all, I'm talking about off cameras. He's provoked to come out. You see? He's provoked to come out. And he came last night with that little brother shit where I was in the middle of one of my rants, trying to calm me down and shit. I'm just dismayed by the whole situation, y'all. I was up in the middle of the night last night just thinking. Tupac is I'm going to use this term, father, okay? For any assholes out there. We all know we only have one father. But Tupac is out. And Jay-Z is my brother, man. Who the fuck would ever believe some shit? You know how fucking motherfuckers like how? You see? But these are the spiritual realities. You see? If you have a high level of understanding and understand the reincarnation cycle, it could make more sense to you. But even with that being said, how could you believe me? Only receipts I have is my own personal experiences and what I've been through. But a lot of my information I trace back to American Gods, And I'm laying real low in humility right now, y'all. I've always have been, but I really appreciate the brother sending me a few dollars, man. I really appreciate that, man, because it was just really me flowing through the spirit yesterday to ask. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown ass man, and I don't like being in such need in such a vulnerable position. If I had ID, man, I'd probably be at work right now, man. I got so much done over these last 2 months, but these people, man, have sabotaged, and they did a whole lot of shit to me, and they know this road it's almost time right now. You see, I was through some of my pictures, man. These motherfuckers know everything about me, man. They know all my personal business. They know who B is. They know who Abigail is. Because the last meeting me and this bitch had, she said, take what resonates. That's what Abigail says. Bitch, y'all been watching, and it's all facilitated through me, y'all. See, they figured out, man, they could find out who a lot of people is just by watching me all day. Because the spirit going to guide me towards where I'm supposed to go. So like the brother yesterday, nonstop on the block, man. I'm on my phone and the fucking shit just popped on and started recording. And me being experienced in this walk. I know that was the spirit that did that. Video just came on and started playing. I ain't touched now motherfucking button, y'all. See? But I'm just really dismayed, y'all. And I just keep looking up at the clouds, man. I'm like, man, what are we gonna do, man? Because us as the saints, we're inundated with this wickedness, man. You see? You see? After all this, man, come to find out, this motherfucker is gay. And this is what they try to accuse me of. And the nigga come up to me yesterday talking about skeletons in the closet and all this old shit. Everybody got skeletons in here. His mama just got married to a woman. See? And I'm not going into that, man. I ain't got no... Look, I don't know that man, mama. I don't give a fuck about none of that. But we all know how this ends for these reprobates, man. See? All these workers of iniquity going to be put to death. Hello, how you doing? Good. Yeah, you okay? Good to see you. You working now? No. No, me neither. You know what? No, ma'am. I gotta get an ID. I don't have an ID. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's your boy? Yeah. Where the baby at? In the library. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, it's good to see you. Yep. Mm-hmm. Israelite sister that I used to work with. How ironic. I was just talking about that. Got laid off from that job, man. They might have bought the man out. When I had this weirdo weekend from hell a couple of months back, which was in November, I went to, and this is why I had blurted out that Jay-Z was gay. I had did a whole video, and it had nothing to do with that. But at the end of that, I just blurted the shit out. And the reason I did that was because it was a female that I was working with, okay? And I had been working with her a couple of weeks, and I just noticed, man, the bitch kept asking me, you'll cook this for me, but she would never eat the shit. It's like the bitch was just working, bro. They had people coming in my job, ordering all kind of shit, man, fucking with me. Nigga saw me crying outside on break, and he said, the nigga was like this. He said, man, we about to die over a bitch. They know I'm gonna kill their ass, y'all. They know this, man. They know everything, man. They know how this ends. The only chance they had was to compromise me, and they couldn't do it. They offered me $30 million. See? The fuck I'm gonna do with $30 million, man? I don't delight in gold or silver, y'all. See? And this was at Waffle House. So, after like this weekend, when they did all this shit at my job, they was playing the fucking porn in the restaurant. But it was only certain people can hear because of this technology that they got. And they did all kind of shit that day. And I worked at two Waffle House, so I was leaving this one and going to the other one. When I got to the other one, sure enough, the chick was there. And it was I'm finna keep it real with y'all. It was a woman sitting in the booth, but she was sitting next to the window. And she had a man sitting next to her and a woman sitting across from her, okay? All right? They ordered up some shit, man. I cooked all that shit. Then a woman came in and sat at the bar with 3 children, y'all. 3 children, okay? 2 of them were twins, okay? Y'all see where I'm going with this? And they sitting at the bar talking, and I hear the woman say something about, yeah, that's your Aunt Solange. I'm like, oh shit. And I turn around and sure enough, them kids were sitting at the bar. And I looked in the corner, and this woman that was sitting in the corner on the other side of the man was giving me the evil eye. It was B, okay? And bro, this who it was. It was Beyonce, because she was crying. And her parents was kind of trying to console her. It was Beyonce. It was her mama and her daddy, okay? Soon after that, her daddy came out with a videotape crying, you know? Because I think that's a good dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Just, it's what it is, man. And those kids were sitting at the bar. I made them some food, and they ate their food. You know what I'm saying? Too much to I figured it out, and I'm not gonna say the kid's name, but the little boy, he was beating on the counter saying, "Marry him, marry him, marry him." That's why they kids, man. You know what I'm saying? So it just, a lot of these things kind of softened me up, man, on uh, my rhetoric, man, because I'm real nasty with these words, man. And I know these motherfuckers can hear, man, you know. And I was really on some gimme them babies type of shit at one point in time when I first came out my cave. Anyway, I cooked all that food for these motherfuckers in the corner over there. And they didn't eat it. They walked out, and the girl told me which she turned out to be Jay-Z. I'm not making this shit up, y'all. These motherfuckers are some real fucking weirdos. Okay? Because, see, I done went back to that job a couple of months later, and ironically, the same girl still works there. So I think they taking on the form of these people. But where these people are, why they're taking on their form, who knows? You see? And, but also in this Waffle House, I saw like some new posters up and shit. It looked like it had a new owner, y'all. That's what it looked like it had. All right, have a good one. It looked like it had a new owner, okay? Here's a great sister. She don't barely speak English. Real nice. We used to work together. It looked like the place had been bought out, okay? And how I determined, I knew it was them when the girl said they was doing the shit on purpose, man. The girl told one of the kids something about that's your ain't it for your ain't it salons or some shit like that, okay? And that's when I perceived. I said, these motherfuckers got their whole family up in here. They got me cooking for them and shit. And when I got through cooking this big ass meal for her mom, and her daddy, that's who that was in that restaurant, man. Because she must have went told her parents what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit that they in. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew I was King David before I did, y'all. Okay? It's still cult you dealing with. Yeah, so they got up and walked out. Left all the food on the table after I cooked all that shit, man. Like 3 whole meals and some extra shit on the side. They was doing all that shit to fuck with me, man. They got up and walked out, didn't touch that shit. And said, as a matter of fact, when Jamal Bryant was at Waffle House, came up there to see me, he ain't getting nothing but some coffee. Fucker don't eat at no Waffle House, man. I mean, he did at one point in time in his life, but they got too much money for that now. See? But anyway, she said, they said they had a roach in their food, so they ain't buy it. I mean, they ain't want it. I'm saying to myself, man, it's a goddamn lie. I knew that was a lie, but I had to perceive what was going on at this point. And then these motherfuckers come in, and it was a little dude. Why would a dude call this female that I'm working with Unc? See what I'm saying? And I overheard her saying, "Oh no," I was in the back because I got to do prep too. It was on second shift. I'm in the back working, and I got my motherfucking radio turned all the way up because I'm still hearing this fucking porn playing. Okay, I'm still hearing this porn playing, right? And I'm wondering how this shit doing, but it's an audible device right here in my ear, y'all. It's been there for years. Okay. So I got my radio turned up all the way in the back, jamming my pop. Uh, and I turn it down and I hear her in the front saying, "Yeah, that motherfucker gonna work. He gonna work for this." I knew she was talking about me. I said, "Man, that's that fucking nigga, man." I said, "Man, this nigga here put on women's clothing too." Because basically that's what I'm calling it. I don't know what, is it a meat suit or I'm resigned to the fact of thinking shapeshifting. I'm really resigned to the fact of thinking in that. Because just the process of following you around and figuring out familiar faces that you've been around and having a clone made of them, I just think it's a little bit too much. Because these motherfuckers can pop up like this here. And I told you I saw her watching a video where she walked up to the front door. She was a black woman. She did like this, and she turned into a white woman right before the woman answered the door. And I just mean as far as the complexion, you know, all that shit was meant for me to see, man. You know, I gazed over and I saw a website. They'd had pictures of me on it. They got thousands and thousands of pictures of me, y'all. These motherfuckers are obsessed with me, you know, and they still pushing this gay narrative when I've already received my anointing, man. We went through all that, man. You even shapeshift into my own girlfriend, Beyonce, and was intimate with me that night. You see? That's why she said we made love before King Dave. Bitch done cast spells on me and shit. You see? Uh, but she the same one that asked me about some gay shit, and then it went from gay to bisexual to curious. That was me being on trial, y'all. And I found it ironic at that point, man. This was 5 years ago. I'm gonna be 46, man, in a couple of weeks, man. I was 40 then, but it was roughly around 5 years ago. So I think I was gonna turn 41 that year. But she went, I'm saying to myself, man, I'm 40 years old, man. I ain't never, no female never asked me no shit like this here. You see? You see? I mean, if you ever around me, man, there's nothing about me that comes off as a gay man. You see? Or bisexual man or an effeminate man. Never. I've never been like that. You know? So that was weird to me. But that was her, man. And this is why I heard the motherfucker. And first of all, y'all, it was a Pandora's box I opened up with porn, y'all. But that's another thing, man. I had turned 40 years old and I never was into that shit neither. And I don't know why all of a sudden I started watching porn. Okay? But it was her. And that's why I said during one of those concourses where I was watching porn, I heard the female in the video say, "We gonna play this nigga." That was her again. Man, these motherfuckers are treacherous, man. They're outlaws, y'all. It's just a lot, man. It's a heavy lot, y'all. Because now that I've spoken these truths, they're gonna unfold. It's all gonna come out to be true. Jay-Z is Kane, man. Okay? And the nigga pulled up on me last night. I knew it was him. After a while, once he started saying "little brother" and doing all kind of weird shit with his hands and shit, you know, it's warlock you dealing with, man. And you doing directed conversation, That's all a part of the gang stalking program. And the reason they do street theater and directed conversation is because you're on the internet. You're on camera, man. This whole program is going to be broken and it's all going to come out. And you're going to find out that they've been gang stalking the 144,000 the whole time. You know how much money and resources and laws and legislations it take to pull off an operation this big? You see? But they know these spiritual powers are coming. You know, they know that. And they're very desperate at this point in time because they even threw the kitchen sink at me, man. They done tried everything. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, I guess this is just a consolation prize for y'all. You know, now your objective is to lead the public to believe I'm gay. This is why you got scoffers. That was them motherfuckers, man. This was the narrative they had been pushing from the very beginning, man. And now I know why. Because your favorite rapper is gay. See? And Machiavelli predicted that too. You see? You got a lot of nerves to play me, another gay rapper, busting caps at Jay-Z. See? Because he's the chief musician, man. And I saw a video that a brother did yesterday, speaking on us all being on one accord. And that's very prophetic. It's very prophetic and it's a sifting agent. Because how the whole house of David gonna ever be on one accord when I don't expect you to believe these things that I'm telling you? How could you? I'm living this shit. I wouldn't dismiss these things if I were you. Blessed are you if you don't. But how can I expect the house of David to believe these things? You see? You see? Because after I get spiritual powers, man, all bets are off. All bets are off when it pertains to me and my dealings with you. You see? Although I already got my people picked, but why would I want to fuck with you? You see? After I'm throwing cards, of course you believe in. Yeah. Now it's all good, King David. I believe you now. It's gonna be too late, man. And I don't expect you to believe me now. It's too sensational, man. That's too much. I know I wouldn't believe you. Probably not. Shit sounds far-fetched. But it's not, y'all. I've been tortured by these motherfuckers, so I know their in and outs and their workings through the Ruach Radash and through my experiences, man. Those are clones that they got. And obviously a clone is fluid in its movements. A clone can dance. Obviously a clone can play football. Because you got this Damar Hamlin boy. You see? And this same brother that says there will be no confusion within the house of David, he said a clone is straight bullshit. So I don't understand how this is going to work, y'all, but we have to leave it in the Most High's hand. And that's what I think about as I go through this final stretch, man, because I'm coming out, man, and shit going to get real tense before that. You see? It's the Lord that stripped me of these employment responsibilities, you know? Because look at all the work I done got done over the last 2 months. That shit wouldn't have got done if that restaurant wouldn't have closed down. And I think these assholes did that. I think they bought the man out. Y'all don't know who y'all fucking with, man. You dealing with two ruthless, treacherous, demonic, evil motherfuckers, man. Bitch on stage singing about demons, man. And it's all gaslighting, man. This is what I need y'all to understand. The majority of those people that are at these concerts and all that, they are tares, man. Y'all act like we playing on an even field and everybody got a chance to go to heaven and we all God's children. That's all lies that they told you, man. They're lying to you. So you can't even get upset, y'all, or feel some type of way because you see these people are still being supported. And they're obviously partaking in wickedness right in your face, and you still see them still being supported, because what you must understand is they're being supported by their own, man. You see? They're being supported by their own, yo. You see? Call Allah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kakradash. Salutations to the 1/3, the sealed elect, the 144,000 saints, the elders, apostles, and the prophets of the house of David. Shalom. Once again, thanks to the brother that sent me those few dollars, man. I can go get me some hot food. I ain't no hot food in a couple of days, man. And it's, you got fucking 90-degree temperatures. It's been raining every day. And I got to walk around with this fucking 60-pound backpack. This motherfucker feeling like a bowling ball, y'all. I went out and did a couple of sermons about a year ago, man. I went and invested in this portable 15-inch speaker. But I just over-calculated the fact that, first of all, nigga, you live on the streets. But I was keeping the speaker at my job. But it had these little airport wheels on it, y'all. It was badass, man. Bluetooth speaker with the microphone and all that. I did like 1 or 2 sermons, y'all, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It felt weird to me because I don't need no microphone, man. No, man. My voice is just... Now imagine if I'm hollering on that thing. But I ended up having to sell the motherfucker for half the price, man. Because it started feeling like a bowling ball, y'all. Then I didn't factor in the fact, what if it rained or something, Badass speaker, man. Bitch got a hook-up radio, man. Bluetooth, it had 2 mics on it. It rolled out like luggage. And you could roll it around, but the wheels were so small, it wasn't made for the streets, y'all. And I'm telling y'all, man, I walked around with that thing for just a couple of days, y'all. I had to get rid of it. It was too fucking, wore me out, man. It's like a fucking bowling ball, man. Because I had that and this 60-pound book pack. So, But I'm glad I got that off my chest. I'm going to be out. Shalom.